mbunge wa Kandui, mbunge mtarajiwa. Ningetaka niwaambie wananchi, ni wakati tu embrace mtu kama huyu ambaye amejitambua. Juu haja yetu kama wananchi ni kujitambua. Tujitambue ili tuweze kusuluhisha mashida ambayo tuko nayo. Tusipojitambua watu wanakuja hapa wanatutumia, wanafaidika wenyewe. Ni wakati tujitambue ili tuelimishane na tujuzane ambayo tunafaa tujue. Bunge power. Ningependa nikiusema bunge la mwananchi, naomba mrudisha kwa kusema tujitambue. Bunge la mwananchi, bunge la mwananchi. Sasa bwana Kandui, Joakim,
chama anaweza kufuata?
Hapana. Tutakupea nafasi nyingine. Haya. Mwaje? Leo mnakaa very dull. So yangu ni machache. Yangu ni machache because of time. Hello. Sitakangi kuongea na watu wananung'unika. This is very important. You know, I don't just come here to speak. I do intensive reading before I speak. So, hapa nimesikia mambo mingi. Mambo ya Congo. And I want to begin by saying this. That the conflicts, Bwana Speaker, huwezi kuwa umenipea nafasi tena you engage in other. Nilikuwa nampea nafasi yake. Endelea tu. Huyu unampea nafasi ya sema. Your 3 minutes starts now. Mine is a bit longer.
Sitting order, member speaker kuingia plenary na
This is not plenary. Na hii ni kofia ya kutoka kitambo. It is in honor of our heroes. The founders of multipartyism had this cape. Masinde Muliro being one of them. So nikivaa hii kofia watu waache kuhara mapema. Hii maneno tumepanga. So the issue of Congo. I once told people that the poverty and conflicts in Africa is a necessity for other parts of the world to be rich and to live comfortable lives. Today in Congo we have a lot of fighting because Congo is where every mineral slips. Ukitaka kutengeneza battery ya hizi magari mnasema sasa tutoke kwa mafuta tuende kwa lithium. Kwa battery. Lithium is found in Congo. So everybody who has a plant that is to manufacture electric vehicles will troop to Congo. And they will want to get those minerals either free or at a dirt price. So how do you do that? You create war and send firearms. And how do you achieve that? You use very greedy leaders from Africa itself. Malcolm X said they will send one of us just to say it was one of us. Today, kwani hiyo joke imekupita? That was a very big joke. So, hapa Congo ndio watu wanauliza Congo ndo kunachomeka. Rais anatoa statement ati nimeongea na president wa France. Why speak to Emmanuel Macron when there is fire in Congo? What is Emmanuel Macron to do with the conflict in Congo? Kuna siku Jacob Juma tweeted. Na kwa hiyo tweet alitak President Uhuru Kenyatta. Akasema, Mr. President, where did your deputy get 800 million to go and buy a mining plant in Kivu in Congo?
Thank you for that.
So, hapa Congo, watu wenye pia wanahusika kuleta shida Congo, hawako mbali. Wako tu hapa.
So tusitafute eti sijui tuende Amerika, inaanzia wapi hapa? Na nimesikia Ochieng akisema ati president ameconvene meeting of leaders of East Africa to see how to resolve. Mimi nikuulize, kama mimi nataka bibi yako na nasikia mnagombana, ninakuja kusolve hiyo shida? Sinafurahia mkipigana ndio nipate bibi yako. So hii maneno ya kusema sijui the president has convened sijui nini, hiyo endeni mwambie ndege wa msituni. Today we have African Heads of State Summit in Dar es Salaam to discuss mambo ya energy. Why are they discussing mambo ya energy just at the time when Congo is burning? Are you joining the dots? So mambo ya Congo, tusitafute shida out of Africa. The problem is within the borders of Africa. The greed that is with the leaders of Africa is unsurmountable. So hii maneno mnatuambia mambo mingi kuhusu Congo. If Africa decides that Congo stops burning, it will stop burning. Tuliuliza maswali siku ile troops zilitolewa hapa Congo, hapa Kenya zikaenda Congo. Mnakumbuka? Peacekeeping mission. Do you know troops zetu zilianguka kama hapa na vita iko Western? Yeah? Wewe. Ukitaja jina Raila unatema jaba kwanza. Mr. Speaker, I will ask that you give me a little bit more time because I have a lot to say.
One can do it.
Nimeomba tu, Mr. Speaker.
No, Speaker, in the interest of content.
Yes. They have donated a lot of time.
Umepewa zake 3, you have 3.
Well, Speaker, mimi nilikuwa nipewe kidogo, lakini Speaker, in the interest of the content. Speaking. Well, Speaker,
If you give her class time,
the content.
Order. I'm the one who is giving orders here. I want to listen to nobody. I'm talking to whoever is on stage. It is up to them to decide what to listen to orders. If you have something to tell me, please lift up your hand. I'll come directly where you are. Thank you.
Mr. Speaker, I have said this, that we will not be talking about the conflict in Congo when we are the ones benefiting from that conflict. The African leaders that are pretending to be solving the burning in Congo are the ones who lit that fire. I have told you that the troops that came from Kenya to go to Congo did not alight where the conflict was. The question is, where did they go and why? Why do we have a lot of peacekeeping missions in Africa? Why don't we have a peacekeeping mission in Chad or Djibouti?
And how do you keep peacekeeping when people are fighting?
Yes, how do you even talk about peace when people are very angry? Sisi hapa Kenya tumeandamana for a lot of reasons. Tumewahi enda kwa embassy ya nchi yoyote. Why are they banning our embassy? And they are not fools. They are not fools. They are people with brains like us. So the question is, why are they banning the embassy? Hapo tumetoka. I want to give a very detailed commentary on the status of politics in this country. Nimesikia watu wengi wakisema mimi nataka niwaulize swali kabla tuendelee. Between being in government and winning an election, which one do you want? Do you want to be in government or to win an election? To be in government. Who wants to win an election? Okay, who wants to be in government? I want to tell you this, that I want to tell you this very precisely, that the person who is in government has plans to remain in government without necessarily winning an election. Unajua mimi nimekuwa kwa hii vita muda mrefu, honorable member. I have been in these trenches for long and I know where things start going wrong. we must not be emotional when dealing with William Samoei Ruto. William Ruto can be incompetent in terms of performing in the government, but he's not a foolish man. Why is he saying things that are very outrageous on the media? And we keep following what he's saying. We forget that there are things happening under the carpet that are very important. If we have to win this election, we will have to be strategic and inakuanga strategic and what? Hiyo kizungu ingine imepotea.
And focused. And well planned.
Nitawaambia ikikuja.
We are focused. Nimekupa hiyo.
So, the reason is this. We need to understand, because the president has realized that you cannot lie to people in Nairobi. He has gone to the interior. The people willing to take William Ruto out of power must go to where the people are, the interior parts of Kenya. Mimi hapa niko na akili zangu, najua bonus yenye Ruto alipeleka Western ilikuwa sarakasi. Lakini mama mboga pale Mumias, how does she see that? Ule mtu wa bodaboda mwenye alizaliwa na Mirembe, akasoma Kisuluni primary, akaenda Kitale secondary, akaoa pale Matisi, akahamia pale Namisi. Hajawahi enda out of a constituency. Ile ameenda mbali kabisa ni Webuye. How will that person interpret the bonus that the president has brought? Does he know that it is the work of the directors to bring bonus and not the president? And we must not assume such antics. We assumed them last time and we will not assume them. 1 minute as I finish, Mr. Speaker. So we need to be on the ground to speak with those people. Because somebody said that in a country where idiots are many, that those idiots can choose a president for you. And we are not supposed to assume, wewe watu ukiwa na degree 8 na uko peke yako na wajinga ni 10. Itabidi unyamaze. In a democracy, it demands that you keep quiet and listen to those fools. So can we try to reduce the foolishness in the fools that the president is going to use to come back to power?
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
To tell them that it is in their best interest for the president, for William Ruto not to come back in the second term.
Thank you, thank you, thank you.
That it means very well for them to vote the president out. Tukikuwa tu tunaendelea na hii emotion, we might cry in a toilet and it will be too late. Huyu mungwana alikuwa anaitwa Patrice Lumumba. Why are you being very hard on me and nobody wants to speak?
I have plenty of people.
People power. Namaliza in 1 minute. Namaliza in 1 minute.
Popular demand, you need to be added 3 more minutes.
Yeah, 1 more minute. Moja imetosha. Hello? 1 more minute. Nikienda kukaa chini because the house has rules. Hapa watu wengi wanauliza maswali ya Gachagua was not a good person in the government and why are we following Gachagua? I want to answer that question for the umpteenth time. That when you go to war, you need allies, even if they are your former enemies. We have not forgotten that William Gachagua was in government, but right now Gachagua is a very important component in our fight. Yes. When you want to catch a thief, you send a thief. Yes. And there is no thief who knows this thief more than Gachagua. Yes. So munataka nyinyi munakasirika nini? Ati candidate wenyu ni nani? Munaumwa kichwa na homa sio yenyu. Candidate ni sisi tutaamua ni nani. Yes. Nyinyi simuko na William Ruto. Uzeni William Ruto wacha kuuliza ati who is your candidate. ati mtahara mapema. Sisi tukianza nyinyi mtajikojolea, awache mgozeko.